Good afternoon. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Friday. Finally Friday. Weekend's coming up and it's super pretty here in East Tennessee. Hope it's pretty where you guys are at. Warmed up a lot. We're in the 80s today and I have baby chicks. Y'all, that hatched out yesterday and I had one left that was pipped this morning. So I'm gonna see if this last one's hatched and that'll be number 7, and then I got another bigger hatch next week. So I've got a little tote in here that I'm gonna put them in for now. So I'm gonna get out of my car. Y'all, I've decided possibly that I'm going to put them in an aquarium with sand. That way I can see them really good, and I thought the sand might be easy to clean. However, I've never used sand, so what I thought I would do before I bought the aquarium and all that I would take just like a little tote and I would try the sand out first and see how it does. And then if that works, we'll maybe get the aquarium. First things first though, let's check out these baby chicks. Oh, I think they're all hatched, y'all. Look, I've got a variety of colors. These are Millie Fleur, Cochin Bantams, and possible frizzles. I hope so. And the lighter ones may end up being more calico, which I totally love. Oh, so exciting. Okay, I'm gonna find the sand and we're gonna get these babies out of here. All right, so I've got the sand spread out. Now this is my little sifter. I'm gonna use to sift out the poop, whatever I need to get out of here. All right, I'm gonna retrieve some of these chickies out of here. We've got one that's not hatched yet, so I'm gonna leave this thing plugged up and we'll let the other one hatch. Chickies. All right, I got a good setup, I think. I put the starter in just a small dish. I find the first week it's much easier for them to get out of something like this. If they don't have to work as hard, then I think it's just much better this way. All right, guys, look at them. Aren't they adorable? Oh my goodness. I'm already completely in love with this one. I hope it's gonna be a really, really light color. I love the light colored Millies. I call them calico. I've even had almost snow white ones before on very rare occasion. All right, I've got one more due to hatch, working on it. Then I got another incubator full due in a week. Good afternoon. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. It is a beautiful day here in East Tennessee. We're gonna be at 90 degrees today, so I've already mowed my yard. I said I'm gonna do that this morning because I don't want to go out there in the heat of the day. And I'm tired, y'all. We had a church lock-in last night. In the pastor, we had the youth down there last night and they kept us up later than normal. I didn't get my 10 o'clock bedtime, but we had a good time. But I'm working on communion bread for tomorrow too. So it's got its first rise in. I'm fixing to split it, let it do its second rise, and then we're gonna go to the basement and check on the baby chicks. I had 6 before I went to church last night. Let's go check and see if the 7th one has hatched. I also want to talk to you guys about the bedding that I'm using in the chick brooder. So someone watched like a little snippet video I had last night and they thought that I had cat litter. They asked me if I had cat litter. So we need to go down there and talk about that. All right, I've made it to the basement. Let's go check on these baby chicks. All right, so the brooder that I'm using is just a little Rubbermaid tub that is actually a storage bin that I'm borrowing. And I've put wire on top of it and just held it down with some rocks. Y'all, this is just a quick put together thing because I've not got exactly what I want in here yet. I wanted to try out the bedding first. I told y'all earlier when I was in my kitchen, somebody thought that I was using cat litter. No, I'm not using cat litter. I've raised baby chicks for a long time and I would not use cat litter, but I am using something different than I have used in the past. So I have mostly ever used pine shavings, and I used to use the big pine shavings, then I got down to the really fine ones because I could find that I could sift them a little better. But I decided to use something a little more brilliant in my opinion. And I'm actually just in the trial stage of it, but it is sand, because a lot of people use sand in their coops, and just from a lot of research that I've done, sand is fine. It's actually a good grip for baby chicks. And I use the coarse grit sand, river sand, and I find that it is so far very, very easy to clean, and it just kind of clumps up the poop. Poop dries right away. Currently the sifter that I have, I mean, it sifts it, as you can see, but I'll probably get one with a little bit bigger holes. But I've just got a little tray for them right now. All right, here's the babies. All of them hatched, y'all. The one that was late last night hatched this morning. And they are just absolutely cuties. And look at this one. They're Millie Fleur Cochin Bantams. So as you can see, they're feather-legged. And they may be frizzle, because some of the mamas were frizzles. And as you can see, there's the poop. And it just kind of clumps up in the sand. And then you can just sift it out. So far it's working out super good. Look at that. That is amazing. And look how clean it is. I just love it. They're helping me, watch. They're chasing it. Look at that. Y'all are crazy. All right. Now I always make sure that these littles know where the water is. I always dip their little beaks in it. And the guys are down there working on Eli's truck. So I didn't tell you guys last week, but Eli was involved in a car accident, and I'm going to say right away that he's okay. He's safe. He was kept safe. The Lord kept him safe, and he had just a little bit of bruising, and where his seatbelt had hit him right here on his collarbone, and then where his legs hit the steering wheel. And the other people involved are safe too, thank the Lord. And it's just been a long week. It's been a lot to process. When something happens like that, you really, really think about what's important in life. And I know I've had a lot of time to think, and I've just given it over to God. I'm just going to take things day by day and make sure that I'm really just focused on what is important and the blessings God given me in this life, and share that with others. And yeah, but we'll go down there and see what they're doing. They went and picked up a hood for his truck. I'm also going to show you guys this cool tool that I've been using to get rid of weeds, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but it's working amazing. So I want to share that with you all and show you guys how it works and check the growth of the garden. But I'm not going to be down here too long because it's 86 right now. It's pretty hot. I'm gonna have to water this evening. Everything is super dry. I don't think we're supposed to have any rain this week, so yeah, a lot of watering. All right, so here it is. This is what it looks like on the end, and it works so good. I found you can use both sides and go forward and backwards. So I'm gonna go in the garden and we're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna give it a try. Y'all, the garden looks amazing. About time to stake up some of these tomatoes. Look, blooms all over this one. This one's a little bit bigger. This one's getting up there. Looking really good. We're going to till this little spot right here that's just kind of a weeded spot that doesn't really have anything, and put some peppers in here. I really don't usually get peppers going really good until late summer, and the okra is looking pretty good now. Corn's looking good. We've got tomatoes back there, Cherokee purple, some different stuff. But the garden, I'm really pleased with it this year. And we haven't had any critters in here, so this fencing is working really good. Now this thing really, really does get on the weeds. Now my garden is kind of loose soil, so that does help. But basically it goes right underneath here and pulls at those roots. Look at that. With minimal effort. And you can also kind of go forward. Sometimes if the soil is a little bit more compact and harder, I'll go both ways. But literally it just pulls these things up. Super nice. It's keeping my garden looking really clean here. My new favorite tool, absolutely love it. I used to come down here and just get on my knees and pull them up. I don't do that anymore. I used to use like a hoe, a regular type hoe right here. But this one is 1,000 times better. Hey chickens. There's the truck, y'all. I'll show y'all before. I'll show you a before picture.
Oh, and I've emailed them about that piece that they didn't send.
Well, it's coming together. We got to get a few more pieces. We got to find a fender. The hood's got a little snafu on the front. Here's the hood. It's in the back of the truck. The guys went and picked it up today. It's better than the one that's on there, so just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. In the meantime, we're just piecing things back together. But luckily no one was hurt. That's all that really matters. Alright, so I just got done watering. Got a little bit of shade now. It's cooling off just a little bit. You guys, look at my marigolds. Really filling out in here. And I just sprinkle the seeds pretty thickly in here. Y'all, look what I had to do. So I had to cut this sunflower down. I was pretty sad about it. It was really tough to do. And I've got to get the roots out of here too, and they were really in there. But if you can see, my hummingbird vine is really small on this side where the sunflower is kind of choking it out. So I had to do it because they're much bigger on this side, and I really want them to go all the way over this trellis. These are definitely bigger where they've gotten more sun. Got some zinnias over there. But what I want to show you guys is these dahlias. They're so pretty. They're especially beautiful with this evening sun coming through them. Aren't they beautiful? Just beautiful. Absolutely love these. I had some pink ones last year, but I did not, I think I dug them up, the tubers. And these I just left in the raised bed, so they've come back up. So I'm gonna have to find some pink ones. Sunflowers are getting big. Woo. Bee came after me. They're really bringing in the bees, y'all. Also, check out the coneflowers. They have opened up. These are beautiful. Very pretty perennial here.